For this week's Northern Michigan in Focus, Corey Adkins takes us to a tiny town with a huge tribute to a brother and son. If you ever want to go to this museum, you don't have much time left.
He was just a lover of Harley Davidson and a lover of vintage things and a lover of all things made in America.
Downtown Vogel Center in Missaukee County. It's a town you can drive through this fast. It also holds the memory of a man you probably never knew. In this little building next to the Vogel Center store is the Museum of Moses.
Kevin was my son, and he was, as I have come to learn since his passing, a very unusual and unique person. And many times I felt like I was the child and he was my mother, because he taught me to be myself. And if other people didn't like that, it was their problem and not mine.
Kevin Moses lived by his own rules.
He was very much his own person. He did what he wanted, when he wanted, how he wanted, in his own time. He was pretty much he kept to himself. He has a huge amount of friends, but only a handful of close friends. That people that were allowed to get that close to him.
He was someone you never wanted to cross.
Thieves and liars were very low on his list.
Yes. If you ever lied or cheated him, there would be a day of reckoning, and it would not be pleasant for you.
And he had a passion for anything Harley Davidson.
Loved riding them, loved collecting them, loved talking about them.
When Moses died 10 years ago, his sister and mom didn't know what to do with all the stuff. And he had a huge collection of Harleys and Harley memorabilia.
We just decided that he always wanted his own museum, and if we were going to keep those two items, and we already had this and way more at the time, that we should just go ahead and do this. If you build it, they will come, we thought.
And they did.
The museum has had over 19,000 visitors.
So you just really never know who's going to show up here. When I open the door, almost everybody says, wow. And those that really know what they're looking at are like double wow.
But as time goes, so do people's plans. Carla and Joanne are moving to New Mexico, and the museum is closing on August 30th for good.
I think he can take it from here.
And I think he will.
It's been extremely overwhelming the last few days. I have a hard time keeping the tears back sometimes.
So head to downtown Vogel Center in Missaukee County, because there's only 6 more weeks to learn about Kevin Moses' fascinating but ordinary life at the Museum of Moses.
It's all been good, and he's certainly, like I said, we've kept him alive for 10 years, and like I said, he can take it from here.
For Northern Michigan in Focus, I'm Corey Adkins.